Well, we have been doing the Kenya project really since the start of the school year. That they are really just coming to the realization that there's a world out there that's just way bigger than themselves, and there is just such suffering in parts of the world that's just incomprehensible.
What surprised me the most was the quality of their water. It's so contaminated that they can die from it. So their choices are either die from lack of water or die from sicknesses in the water. Those aren't very good options.
Our own little world here, it's so easy to think that when something doesn't work out the way we want it to work out, that we really have it bad. And the kids have come to the point where they can just hopefully think that, every day I wake up and I have access to clean water. In fact, I'm able to take a shower every day and waste that water. And in other countries, they wouldn't even dream about doing something like that because they just don't have enough water to even drink. And so I think that's one powerful way, just at a personal level, it's impacted students.
Well, the water is filled with so much bacteria, and it's just bad for them. And one person dies every 21 seconds from that. One person. That's like a lot.
Another way that I think that this has impacted others is that our hope was that what we would set up here is something that would trickle down. We'd get something started, and then hopefully this would become contagious and others would want to continue this on.
Well, there's 49, including our principal, our 3 teachers, and our music teacher, Mrs. Minder.
Fifth grade students the opportunity to participate in a year-long, relevant, and rigorous service learning project.
Tonight is our first big event. We've done some other things in preparation for this, but our first big night, or our first big event is tonight, and we could not be more excited about that.
Goal 2 is to raise money for our Clean Water Project in Bartaba, Kenya.
Is to promote awareness of children living in extreme poverty in Bartaba, and we hope to encourage others to do something about this enormous tragedy.
People worldwide lack access to clean water.
80% of all sickness and disease worldwide is related to contaminated water, according to the World Health Organization.
Dirty water kills more children than war, malaria, HIV/AIDS, and traffic accidents combined.
More than 1/3 of African population lacks access to safe drinking water.
We went to 3 different schools and we did a presentation, and we have had the benefit of those schools that we went to present to have done fundraisers, and we are getting some of that fundraising back, which then we will pass on to our project to dig a well in Kenya. But even more than that, I just heard a story last week that it was so impactful to 3 girls in particular at Pinewood Middle School that what they have decided to do is design a bake sale all on their own just for our project here. And so when I hear things like that, and I see kids just taking ownership of it and making it happen, that's really what it's all about.
The wells usually cost around $15,000, and we've raised about $2,600, so we're on our way.
The best thing about it is like the kids and how we get to help them and everything. And it makes me pretty happy and inside, and when they're dying, it makes me feel really bad.
My favorite thing about the project is, how much money we've raised, and we're not giving up. We are not stopping until we bring a well to Kenya. Giving up is not an option.
Thirdly, I think a way that it's really powerfully impacted not necessarily so much our children here, but the children in Bartaba, Kenya, is that we have been able to hand out, I believe, over 20 or 25 child sponsorship cards through this whole process. And that is just a tremendous thing. The more children that we can get sponsored in the settlement, the better their needs are going to be met as a whole.